Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today is going to be a kind of a blast from the past. This is the Gteng T903. This is an awesome little inverted flying drone. It can flip itself upside down and fly this way or right side up. It also does flips. It flies great. This is one of the very first drones I reviewed on my channel. I'm thinking maybe within the first 5, but I'm just guessing there. It's going back 3 years. And I just wanted to show you guys, many of you weren't subscribed to the channel back then and may not have never, you may have never seen this drone. So I want to take it up and fly it around. Now I've got some of these batteries charged over here. They're over here. I got one in my pocket. It uses these little 1S with micro low-C connectors. These batteries tend to go bad, so I don't know how well or long this is going to fly. I may have to stop and throw another battery in. I may be having some battery issues. I got them all charged up, but again, these batteries, when they sit for a couple of years, they don't sit at storage voltage because the little toy grade chargers can't do that, and then the batteries tend to go bad. I was going to also do a video today on this classic, and this is a classic, as Brian, my buddy at True Drone Reviews, would say. It's a classic. This is the H31 by JJRC, and this powered on and went to fly it, couldn't get it powered on. It finally did power on, and only 2 of the propellers will even spin. So I don't know, it could be these batteries are all shot. I've tried all my batteries, so it could just be this drone finally bit the dust. This was the very first drone I ever reviewed on my channel. Got me 50,000 views. I beat even all the big Quadcopter 101 and Andy RC. I was the first to get a review of. This is a waterproof drone too. But anyway, enough about that. This drone doesn't want to work. This one did seem to take off the ground, but this is the only battery that I didn't try in this drone, is the one that I got in the back here of the Gteng T903. So let's take it out, then hopefully this one will fly for us today. Kind of bummed out about the H31 because it's a fantastic drone as well, and it doesn't look like it works anymore unless I've got battery issues. So let's set this down on the ground here and grab the little controller. That's a neat little controller. Go ahead and bind it. These will let you do your inversions left or right, and then it stays upside down. Press it on the right, does your 360 flips, and on the left does your speed rates. So let's go ahead and take it up. It's full manual too, in terms of no altitude hold. It's nice. That's the lowest rate. Press in on the left stick, there's the middle rate. Oh, it's only 2 rates. I thought it had 3. So there's your, I haven't flown this in 3 years, guys, so I had to look at that. Thankfully I saw the instruction manual, but I thought it had 3 rates. Real stable. Let's take it up to the highest rate. There's the lowest again. Nice yaw. Oh, there's 3 rates. I thought I only heard 1 beat. Maybe it starts out in the middle rate. So there's lowest, there's middle, and there's highest. I'm going to keep it the highest because it's pretty sporty. Look at this little guy. Let's do some flips. This thing is awesome if you can still find it. I don't know, it's probably not made anymore because it's 3 years old. But maybe you can find one on eBay or someone that bought a bunch of these. It's great. I lucked out because this is kind of the heyday of the toy drones, and this one just flew fantastic, just like my H31 from JJRC did, and that really helped grow my channel because these drones are great. They're not junk. They don't have any gimmicky cameras. They fly awesome. I wish you guys could see the H31. Go back and check it out on my early videos. Obviously you'll laugh at my channel back then. Didn't have the same setup, and it wasn't as good on camera. Not that I'm good, but I was really bad back then. But you can see why I like that drone. Let's go ahead and invert it. There we go. So there it looks more like a spider or something. You can just flip it back, and then it automatically switch, the props. It doesn't actually have inverted flying props, but it will flip itself over. You can do it. You can flip left, or you can flip right to go up. I imagine it's probably a bit tough on the motors, but I don't know. This guy's awesome. I don't remember the flight time. It's been 3 years ago. It seemed like it was pretty good though. I just knew it flew great. I'm glad I kept this one and didn't give it away, because this is a classic. As Brian would say, this is a classic. An H31 is as well, which I showed you guys a while ago. I'm just bummed that that one doesn't want to go. Unless the only good battery I have is the one that's in this drone. They use the same kind of batteries. But I tried 3 batteries in the JJRC H31 and it just, I finally got the power to come on. It came on inside for me. And then you have to really push the on and off switch over hard. So I thought maybe the switch is going bad, but only the one side, the props would fire up. The props wouldn't fire up on the, I think it was the right side, which is weird. At first it looked like it was one, and one motor going bad. I wouldn't expect 2, so I tried calibrating the gyro on it. That didn't seem to do it either. I thought maybe the gyro was confused and only wanted to fire up 2 of the props. So if I can get the H31 working, then I'll definitely do another video on it, since I did 2 when I first started my channel. So you guys, like I say, you can check out either one of those. The second video is just a flight review if you don't want to look at the really poor quality table review. So I'm getting some drift on it to the left. I'm going to try to trim it a little. I should have done that a while ago. And it's kind of wanting to go forward too. Let's see if it'll do some flips after I invert it. Let's invert it. And is it not wanting to invert? I think the battery's going low. Yeah. Now again, this flight time we get here is probably not indicative of what it would really get on a new battery. This battery's old. So when the battery gets low, as you guys can see, it will not do an inversion because the motors don't have the power from the battery. So we're just about done. I didn't mention the lights on this. It's got these really cool blue insectoid looking lights here in the front on it to help with orientation, but you're not going to see that really well in the daytime. There's also, I'm going to come in here and see if it'll show up. There's some green lights here in the arms, and those are completely worthless during the day. Really, you're not going to be able to use these LEDs for any orientation in the day on this drone. You have to look at the green and black props, or just be an experienced flyer. You won't need to worry about any of that. You'll just have the muscle memory to know your orientation. All right, guys, that kind of wraps up this quick. Ouch! I accidentally hit the throttle. That got me pretty good. These little manual ones, are easy to hit the controller because they're easier to move than the altitude hold ones. So I actually whacked down on my hand and was going to hold this up, and it got me pretty good, but it didn't cut me. So be careful. Think about that. That was little brush motors. Imagine what a brushless motor would feel like on your hand, because that's smarted. All right, so anyway, those lights are not very good on this little guy, but it flies fantastic. So that wraps up the revisit of this classic drone, the Gteng T903 inverted flyer. It's really cool. That way it lands pretty neat. I didn't land it upside down, but it flies great, flips great. This is as good as it gets in a mini drone. All right, guys, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. Click the bell so you know when I upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.